Alright, hello everybody, this is Palermo180, and I'm about to play some Mega Man X today. Let's see, just make sure everything's going. Alright, we're good. Alright, kind of a weird time for me. It's 3:30 in the afternoon here where I live. I usually play at nighttime. But figured why not, really. I have the time, so. And I haven't been streaming as much as I plan on. Let me do another. I thought I had the volume set right. Sorry about this. My volume is towards the floor. So. Alright, yeah, let's see how that works. But yeah, I love this game. One of my favorites. I say that a lot, but a lot of the games I play on here are among my favorites. I've already explained the story a little bit, but just a little background on this game. So, a lot of people were wondering when Mega Man was going to come to the Super Nintendo, because they were still making Mega Mans on the NES. Mega Man 6 came pretty late in the NES cycle, and I can't remember his name. One of the main developers of the Mega Man series, he was taking his time. He really wanted it to not just be like a simple upgrade with just some nicer graphics. He really wanted it to take advantage of the system, and he wanted it to like feel like something from the ground up. So that's where he came up with this Mega Man X. So. It's technically a different series, a different character, and sorry, I think someone just came in the door. Yeah, it's technically set in the much later in the Mega Man series, and it's more action-oriented. The Mega Man we're playing as is called X. He's technically a different Mega Man, different cast of characters, but it's like the same gameplay, but it's more like action-oriented. You can do a lot more in terms of abilities. It has a more like, as you can tell, like a futuristic setting. It's really fun. It's I personally prefer the standard series a little bit more, but I still like this a lot. Particularly, I think one of the reasons why is because Mega Man X, this series in particular, starts to decline in quality pretty quickly. Whereas the standard series, that doesn't start happening until a little bit later. And, it's kind of easy to dash your way through the game, too. I'll kind of explain that more after. But it's still a great series, and I like how he tried to do something different rather than just, a prettier Mega Man. Although they did eventually release Mega Man 7 for the Super Nintendo as well. Which some people don't like it. I actually like it. I'll probably stream it. But yeah, so in these Mega Mans, there's an introductory stage, which is what we're playing right now, before you get to the initial 8. So yeah, we're almost done it now. Can't remember. Yeah, there he comes out. I thought you had to just destroy a few of those and then he comes out. This guy looks like Boba Fett a little bit to me. Not the coloring, just the helmet, I think. But you're actually supposed to lose here, so let's let him beat me up. Another thing too, the Mega Man X series, if you know where like all the upgrades are, I think it's a bit easier than the regular Mega Man games on the NES, so it's something worth in mind. At least the first two are. Mega Man controls great though, it really does in these games. They nailed the controlling. And here's the introduction of Zero. Zero is a really cool character. I love his design. And he has a really cool theme that, I have the volume set pretty low right now, but yeah, his theme's really cool. I'm skipping the dialogue. It's a little bit more story-based, but there's still not too much of a story. I'm just gonna skip it. There's one minor flaw of this game. You kind of have to start with the penguin for the stage. There's an ability we get in the stage that you pretty much have to have for future stages. Yep. And he's also the easiest boss to take out, so it's almost like you have to start here. But other than that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. There was one thing this game did that's pretty unique, where some of the stages will change depending on which boss you have beaten prior. God, this might be the only Mega Man I know of that does that. So that's kind of unique to this game. I could be wrong, but it's the only Mega Man I know off the top of my head that does it. Alright, nothing too much to say here, just blasting our way through. The ability we're getting is a dash, which will make us be able to get through the stages much faster. To get it. It's literally right. You can't miss it. It's literally part of the stage. Right here. Let me just do a couple things real quick. I want to hear the volume a little more in the game. Alright. Yeah. So Dr. Light, his hologram appears in this game from him a long time ago. And yeah, it gives you 4 different upgrades. One for the legs, one for the arms, one for the body, one for the head. And this one's the leg upgrade, which is very useful. He demonstrates real quick what you do. Yeah, so now you can do a dash, which is very useful. A lot of this game, Mega Man X and Mega Man X2, a lot of the game you're going to just see me dash through the stage. So, which is one thing that makes this a little bit less fun to me than the standard series. You can't really do this in the regular series. Mega Man X3, though, you can't do it as well, because the game is a bit harder, and the enemies do way more damage, too. It's still fun to fly through the stage, though, so... I wouldn't say it's bad, just not as fun. I don't even really have to worry about taking damage all that much. You can play reckless in these games, if you know what you're doing. And, yep, so chill penguin. Penguins are one of my favorite animals, so I do, feel a little bad, But he is, I guess he's not a regular penguin, he's a robot penguin. So as you can see, Mega Man X, it's still the same concept where you go through 8 stages and each boss has a weakness. You can choose the 8 stages. You have more abilities though, like be able to climb walls, and you get extra abilities in the stages, like you saw me get with the boots. So let's see. No, I'll just this way. Aha. Nothing too much here in terms of his attack. I am getting weaker though, but I should be fine. One more time now. Yep, there we go. They love really doing the enemies destroyed animation. They love going crazy with it in these games. It takes them like 10 seconds to explode. Alright, so one thing I really like though about the Mega X games, you can skip these little scenes here, which is really nice. I wish you could do that in the standard series. Alright, so we are not going to do the boss order. We're going to actually do this stage next. We're going to try to do as little backtracking as possible, because you have to do backtracking to get everything. But this stage I am going to do a little out of order, because I want something in the stage. Okay, oops, silly me. Ah, no big deal. This is one of the stages that will change if you've beaten another stage prior, and I'll kind of show it off in a second. So here, there would be water here normally. Or not normally, it normally looks like this, sorry, the way around. It normally looks like this, but if you beat one of the stages later in the game, there will be water down here, which we'll be using. But I can't yet, so... But with the dash that I just got, you can jump further, and we want to come here. This enemy takes forever to kill. It is so annoying, but doing it will give you the body armor upgrade, which allows you to take more damage. It reduces, increases your damage resistance, which is why I came to this stage early. It'll allow me to play even more reckless, and anyone who knows me He knows I like to play speedy, and I like to play reckless. There we go, but this will take 1,000 hits, so please bear in mind. If I wasn't playing this live, I'd probably fast forward this part, like speed up the pace so you don't have to watch me do it all, but must do it. It was crazy how much this takes. It's not even weak yet. He'll start showing, like, smoke will start coming off of him when he gets weaker. There we go, he's starting to at least get weaker, but still a bit to go. Thumbs can hurt a little bit. I should count how many shots it takes to take him out. He's really starting to smoke up, though. He's getting there. There we go, finally. But yeah, so Dr. Light will always show up for the upgrades. There's other upgrades in the stages too, which I'll explain when we get to the next... I'm trying to think, do I get one in this stage? I don't even remember. No, I don't. So I'll explain it in the next stage. So yeah, and as you can tell, I forgot to mention earlier, his appearance changes when you get the upgrade. See how his armor and his boots look different? Right. Actually, you know what, you can kind of just... Now that I can take even more damage, I can kind of just speed through the stage even more reckless, which I love doing. I say it all the time, anyone who's new to these streams, I love playing kind of like reckless. It's... I don't know if you can ever really... I don't know if I can ever really recommend playing the way I do. First-person shooters as well, I'm pretty nuts. I do not camp. I hate camping. I'm very much a crazy run-and gun guy, which is probably a bad idea. And yes, I have a habit of saying idea with an R at the end. You might pick me. You might hear me saying that. It's a little New England habit of mine. But yeah, I do. I can't help it. I can't sit still when I play those games. That's why I don't play stealth games. I don't have the patience for stealth. Like Metal Gear, won't play it. But yeah, so we don't have the weakness of this guy, so we'll take a few more hits, but I know his pattern, so... Yeah, he's a chameleon that turns invisible. He can be annoying, but we should get him. Worst case scenario, if I die, I'll get him the next turn. Yeah, kind of don't even have time to explain the patterns. You just gotta watch for when you come... You can still see him, like, invisible, if you look closely. Like he's about to come down, yep, and then do the tongue. And then he'll do this a lot, too, where he comes up and then these spikes will fall at you. That's the only annoying part. You have to kind of time when to hit him, because he quickly disappears. And I might actually die here if I'm not careful, but I'll get him on the next life if I die. Yep. See, I timed it. Again, it's time, and you have to time when he's going to come back. Where are you going? Yep, there you go. Yeah, I knew that was going to miss. You have to be quick. I think, actually, you know what? It's looking like I got him, actually. Yep, okay, cool. If you don't mind, guys, I gotta send out a quick text. I apologize. I hate doing stuff like this on screen. But Sometimes I do have to answer stuff. It's one thing about live. Okay. So, yep, 2 stages down already, and we got a couple of useful power-ups. So, which stage did I do next? This one. Yep. Eagle. Eagle's another one of my favorite animals. Figured. Okay, so this stage we're going to be getting all 3 things that you can get. Oops, silly me. And like in the classic Mega Man games, the enemies will respawn the second you go off screen, so try not to let those guys hit me again. So yeah, if you dash off right here and jump all the way back to the beginning of the stage, you get this, which are like little, I don't remember what they're called. I call them heart containers. Yeah, and as you can see, I don't know if you noticed, it increases your max health a little bit. And there's one of those in every stage. So yeah, your max health will be increased quite a bit by the time you get them all. In fact, it will be a little bit more than what this is, the max like ammo for your sub-weapons. There's also other thing in this game too that you'll be seeing me get, which is like which are basically energy tanks. But not like energy tanks in the regular Mega Man games. They're like reserve tanks in this game, where in other Mega Man games, you use it, it automatically fills all your health. Almost the same in here, but this one you have to fill up with health to use. And I don't remember if it fills up all your health or not, if you're really low and use it. I can't remember. But it's almost the same thing, but you have to fill it up. It's not actually as good, and it's a little bit more maintenance, but still not that big of a deal. It just requires a little bit of grinding to get to fill up. The way you fill it up is you get what fills up your health in this game, but you have to have full health already for it to, I believe, you already have to have full health for it to start filling up the tank instead. Because if not, it'll just fill your health up. So I believe right here, yep. Just kind of start shooting away. I don't remember what's faster, charge shots or... Okay, still not bad. And here's the third armor. I should call these armor upgrades or capsule upgrades. I don't know. But this one's for the helmet, the head. Not that useful. It's really only useful for like the next stage that I can think of. Yep, it just allows you to crush some stuff like that. Or just double checking something. I've mentioned before that the Mega Man series I didn't start playing until my 20s. It's a series I missed out on, including the X series. So, yeah, it is fun to like. If you guys hold on 1 second, I just gotta. Gonna do something real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to announce that I was streaming, and a friend of mine was asking me to send a link. But yeah, so this was a series that I like totally missed out on. In a way, it's kind of cool though, because it means that like I got to do a few more things. I should have put up the "Be Right Back" sign so you didn't have to see it out. But yeah, it's fun to like know that there was actual series that I missed out on, because it's like sort of an old meets new. I get to play retro games, but also get to play them what it would be like for the first time if I didn't when I was a child. So, anyways, this is one of the only stages. Speedrunning. I might really do a stream with music sometime, Brian. I don't know how it would go. Is that what I do? Just stream songs and jam? I don't know. I don't know how many people would want to see that either. Because I could speedrun songs, but then that's like a copyright thing. Possibly. I don't know. I don't do this for money, though. So, I don't know. And even, I don't know if a lot of people would enjoy just watching me jam. Even if people showed up. Oh, boy. This is a really easy boss. How am I getting hit? Anyhow, that's not a big deal. I'm going to take him out like nothing. Yeah, so this is the boss's weakness, as you can see, and doing plenty of damage to him. Yep. And that's all there is to that stage. I would still like to get a chord, though. So anyways, if anyone sees this, I'm talking to Lettuce is Yummy in the chat, and I was telling him about how I would like to do a music stream sometime, but it would be awkward because I can't really get that close to my computer because my guitar cord isn't long enough, and I really like where my amp is. It's in the corner there, so I'd have to figure that out because I wouldn't be able to really... I'm worried I wouldn't even be able to read the chat that well from how far away I'd be playing. Okay, so the next stage, I believe, is the Flame... Yeah, this guy, Flame Mammoth. So this is a stage, like I was saying earlier, that if you beat a stage prior, the stage changes, and if you... The stage is Chill Penguin. If you beat Chill Penguin stage first, the stage like is no longer in flames. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that is a simple solution, Lettuce, but you have to have money, and I don't have money right now. Buying a longer cord would be the solution, though. And by the way, you spelled chord wrong. That's the way you spell like a music chord. Being a jerk. But anyways, yeah, you have to actually get the jump just right here. It's actually a little trickier than it looks, but I've played this game plenty of times, so I can get it. And, yeah, this is the last body upgrade, the arm one, which is nice. It allows you to charge your shot-ups even more and do more damage. It allows you to do different things with your sub-weapons, too, which is really nice. Oh, is that supposed to be like the wide-open eyes? Yeah. I didn't even know what you meant by that. I'm behind on, like, emojis and symbols. But yeah, as you can tell in this game now, it's like kind of pinkish now because I can charge it longer and do a more powerful attack. It's useful. We'll be taking advantage of some of the charged sub-weapons too. Oh wait, I think I missed something. I missed something. One of the only times... so yeah, the helmet upgrade is really only useful to get the... what you just saw me get, and for here. To grab this energy, this reserve tank here. Yeah, that's pretty much the only two things it's useful for. On an off-topic, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but go into guitar for a second, just because he's trying to let us sing the guitar. Go figure this, right? So, I'm playing for many years, since I was like 14 and a half, I think. I'm 30 now. And one of the things that I do the most awkward on guitar is one of the first things that people learn, which is string guitar. And how bad is it that I string guitars awkwardly? It's because I never string my guitar. It's disgusting. No matter how black or rusted the strings gets, I usually don't ever string it. I don't know, I don't play live. And I don't usually have to do studio recording, and I'm lazy, so... Yeah, doesn't really give me a reason to. And, yeah, it's... And some people might be thinking, how can you screw up? I don't know, I just loop it awkwardly. It's not that big of a deal, just... But I really should get in the habit of stringing it more often. It really, it feels and sounds better. Hey. Lettuce is making fun of me here. But what would you like to talk about, Lettuce? I'll talk about what you want to talk about. How's that? As long as it's not inappropriate. I try to keep it pretty clean on stream. What, you want to talk about PRS guitars? Is that it? Alright, so now that I beat this guy, I'm gonna grab what I missed here in the stage. It's one of the heart containers. By the way, as you might have noticed, I added the chat log to the video just because I felt like putting something there where the black is. I'm figuring out how to stream a little bit better. I also even have screens now for when I set up. Like, for example, I'll show you real quick. If I want to go away, I now have this that I can do. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. Does there... Yeah, because there's only one person or no one here. Yeah, I know. I don't know. There's a few other things I could put there. I've been trying things out, experimenting. But yeah, that screen you just saw, you can add music, so I might just add something random on the guitar after. I did add something else too, so if someone follows me, or subs, or donates, or any of that stuff, it will show up too on video. Which I know probably won't happen, but I did set it up, because why not? So this game is in my top 10 for favorite Super NES games. Lettuce on here does not like Mega Man that much. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he doesn't. Oh crap. Alright, that's all I came to get. I'm gonna try to get all the upgrades except for one in this run. Alright, so which stage did I do next? I had a particular order I liked doing. I actually think I went out of order again and did this guy. Yep. I don't have his weakness, but I'm trying to do I just explained earlier, Lettuce, before he came on, I'm trying to do as little backtracking as possible, because there's like little upgrades and stuff you can get in the stages. Some of them you have to replay again. I'm trying to make it so I don't have to do it much, though. Get out of here. So every Mega Man, well, not every Mega Man, but a lot of the Mega Man games have a power, or like a sub-weapon that is a bit kind of broken or more powerful than the rest. In this game, it would be the Tornado. It takes out a lot of enemies easily. So I'm going to use it. Yeah, you're gonna... A lot of this run, and as well as when I play Mega Man X2, you're gonna just see me running through the stage, kind of. Just... because I can. Oh boy, not that. Oh god. Here come the Japanese symbols, which I forgot what it's called, the language. The text language. I just called Japanese symbols. I probably sound like such an idiot. Oh well. It's true, I don't know. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you stopping by, Lettuce, but I'm actually surprised you're awake, because I thought it was pretty late in Japan. Okay. I have a terrible habit of staying up overnight, and I woke up actually at a reasonable time today, 6 a.m., so I'm kind of just trying my hardest to just stay up normal hours today. Because staying up during the night does start to really suck. But anyways, to get this upgrade without having to backtrack, charge your ice weapon all the way up, get on the platform here, and just time win the jump like that to get this. the only other way to get it is you have to get the weapon from this stage, from beating the enemy, which means you would have to backtrack, and I'm trying not to backtrack. So, I like doing it that way. You could be saying something nice about me right now, or something mean, I don't know. It's a mystery. Unless there's some Japanese gamer shows up here that explains it to me. I think the odds of that are pretty low. Okay, yeah, I don't have his weakness, but I'm not worried about this guy. Like I was saying, the Mega Man X series, at least the early games, they're not as hard as the regular one. In my opinion. Nothing too much to say here. Yeah, he does this annoying thing where he will turn invisible and show up. You just get a time when he appears. Yes. Thank you for stopping by, LOL. Yeah, I was just about... It's funny how you say that. So, I was saying earlier, Mega Man X1 and X2 are easy. Mega Man X3 is a bit harder, though. The final boss is a bit challenging. Especially since there's, like, a real tough window where you have to hurt him. And, oh, I'm missing him right now. Also, the enemies do a lot more damage to you in that game. So that game you can't be... Like, this game I can play very reckless. Mega Man X3 you have to be a little bit more careful. There we go. So, yeah. Not too bad there. And, yeah, so we're already about halfway through the 8 stages. Oh my god, I've never finished that game without all the upgrades, so that sounds savage, yeah. And I usually get the gold armor in that game, which is pretty nice, because it gives you, like, all the upgrades. Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't played X3, it's kind of hard to explain, but there's more upgrades in that game, and yeah, playing without the upgrades I think would be pretty tough. It would be a fun challenge, though. But alright, so let's see here. So, we only have a few stages left. I don't remember which one I usually prefer to do next. I think I did this guy. So I was explaining... Did you really? Wow, I give you props for that. Lettuce, so... Okay, you're not entirely wrong, Lettuce. They do... Capcom did have a habit of releasing a lot of sequels that are similar. Like, even the engine's the same, the graphics look the same. And it's true that they released a lot of sequels. Some would argue they milked it, but I can't help it. I love the game so much, I don't really care. I think they... Dude, the games are short anyways, so I don't really mind multiple Mega Man games. And when you consider the fact that Capcom basically made the series dead, they killed the series and that, like, there hasn't been a new one since 2010, in a way I'm almost happy they released a lot of Mega Mans during this period, because at least there's, like, a variety of... Even if they are similar, it's at least something to fall back on, because there's no Mega Man now. But, let's see. Yes, that's very true. I haven't played Mighty No. 9, though. I heard it wasn't that great, but it is better than nothing. It's the closest you're gonna get to a new Mega Man. That is true. Alright, so it still would take a bit of practice, but you are right that learning the pattern is always the thing in any game. Learning the pattern and then, like, how to damage the opponent. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's a real shame, too, because I had such... I think all of us had such high hopes for that game. I remember when they announced it on Kickstarter, and I didn't kickstart it. I almost did. Looking back, I'm happy I didn't. But I remember, like, how, like, happy I was. Like, oh, man, this is going to be great. And, yeah, just... really disappointed. But it is the closest we're going to probably get to a sequel anytime in the near future, at least. I never played Mega Man Legends, which is like a 3D Mega Man. Yeah, that's so true, LL. You know something's bad if Sonic Twitter. It's so true. Especially the quality of Sonic games recently. Although Sonic Mania was pretty good, other than that. Yeah, you don't want to get criticism from that. But anyways, there is an upgrade hidden up here. You just gotta time the jump right, like that. You don't get the upgrade. As you can tell, we're getting close to the full amount of health upgrades. We're getting close to the Little Bum Max. Exactly, I think it was... Yeah, so what LO was saying, the Sonic team has not made a good Sonic, and I can't even tell you how long. Sonic Mania was made by just a few fans, I think, right? There were, like, it was largely fan-made. But they had some development skills, but yeah, it was only made by like 5 people, and it actually turned out to be good. Go figure. It's true. Yeah, Sonic Generations was the only one that was kind of good, but even I was like, I couldn't finish the game. I got like a quarter of the way through. It was good, but yeah, it still wasn't like anything like, you have to play this. It's a real shame. But anyways, this guy is weak to the ice, yep. This guy, if you time it right, you can keep constantly hitting him without him doing anything. Yeah, I needed more zones. Plus, I think the 2D stages were better than the 3D ones, personally. But the 2D stages were pretty easy in that game, if I can remember. It's been a while since I played it, though. Yeah, I know, they really gotta stop recycling Green Hill. Oh my god, it's like every Sonic game loves doing that as like the first stage. It's so like, it's funny how you said that, because even though I like Sonic Mania a lot, I wish they didn't remix, at least they remixed Green Hill, but I'm sick of Green Hill. Yeah, so true. I'm actually happy you said that, because I'm with you 100% on that. Yeah, so... But alright, let's see. So, now that I finished that stage, we're gonna go to Armadillo, and, just the last stage, the water one. Don't mind me as I take a sip of water while waiting here. I do hope they make a Sonic Mania 2, though, by the same team. That would be really cool, going to Sonic for a minute. Yeah, that would be nice. The Metropolis, that was the one in Sonic 2, right? It's kind of like the green, like, tint, like, kind of factory area, and it had a really cool tune. Yeah, I remember it had 3 acts. I like that stage a lot as well. I agree entirely. I do like Rocket Knight a lot. I do. Rocket Knight Adventures. Kind of like a kid-friendly Contra, but it's great. Oh yes, the exploding starfish. Especially when you're on those platforms that go on the walls. I mean, as they go up the walls, the elevators. I didn't mind it, though. I didn't think it was a... I think Sonic the worst of the water level stages, just because it's the same as, like, a regular stage, except you have to keep chasing bubbles or you'll drown. But yeah, going to Sega, though, I do like Rocket Knight Adventures. Have you played that game at all, LO? Labyrinth, what? Yeah, Labyrinth, I did like the look of it and the music. That was the water one in the first stage, I think. Yep. God, I forgot to comment on the game. Sorry. So I'm just, yeah, there's a... a sub-tank as well as a hard container. I just got both of them in this stage. There's nothing much too much to the stage, though I already have most of the upgrades. Yeah, I'm almost at the end now. There's actually a hidden weapon in this stage, but I'm not going to be grabbing it this run. It's actually the Hadouken. Which will kill any boss in one hit in this game. You have to have full health to use it. I'm not bothering. I don't need it for one. And two, you have to like replay the stage and die like 5 times to get it. And a live stream, that'd be boring to watch me do. Starlight had a cool little relaxing tune, and I really, you know which stage I like to see remixed? The Scrap Brain Zone. Half the reason why is because I love the tune in that stage. Are you sure you want to see it, Lettuce? It's kind of boring. Alright, I'll think about it. I can't get it until after I get all the upgrades. But of course, Hadouken, Capcom makes Street Fighter as well, so no shocker there. Alright, you know what? I'll get it after. I'll show it off. It might be boring to see me get it, but I'll get it. So this game, there's only one part in this game. The final boss is the only part of the game where you might see me die. Other than that, it's not too bad. Alright, so... I want to make sure... I think that's just about everything up to this point. Sega Genesis did have some great games. Yes, it did. Sonic 2 in general had really good music. I know, right? 8 robots in this stage, Lettuce, but in every game, every Mega Man, there's another 8. It's really funny. Especially the regular. I actually don't know how he makes them. Rystar, yeah, that's another game that was made by, These are great questions, Lettuce. I think we need to contact the creator of Mega Man. It was, yeah, so I'm trying to, like, answer both of your questions. So, LOL, yeah, I like Rystar a lot. That was also made by the same team, I think, that made Sonic. It was the game where, you stretch your hands out. And you're right, a lot of people haven't played it. But I like it a lot. It's a fun platformer. And yeah, it is kind of funny, though, Lettuce, because not just this game, but the regular series, yeah, they did make it, yep. Yeah, the regular series, so the standard Mega Man games on the NES, and just Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, all of them have 8 robots, and they all have man at the end of the name. It's really funny, because I swear to God, it's like the development team had to come up with as many things as possible with man at the end. Heat Man, Flame Man, Ice Man, Wind Man, Tornado Man. There's literally a Hard Man and a Wood Man, which sounds pretty dirty. Yeah, there's like everything. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there are some Sega Genesis games that had great music, but unfortunately the music quality of the Genesis isn't quite as good as the Super NES, and it was kind of noticeable in some games. But yeah, Rocket Knight Adventures was a great Sega Genesis game. What else? I love Castlevania Bloodlines. Oh, I love that game. The Shinobi games were fun. Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3. There was also a Shadow Dancer. And crap, I missed the item in this stage. Can I go back? Oh boy, I think I missed it. Or did I get it? Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, the PAL region. Ugh, poor guy. I don't know if this is true. I heard some games ran slower like on the PAL versions, like in the NES, Super NES days, 8-bit, 16-bits. I don't know if that's true though. They did, yeah, that's what I heard, which is really unfortunate. Sonic 1 ran slower, yep. Which is unfortunate, because that game's meant to play fast. I totally missed the heart container in this stage, so I have to replay it. That's what I get for talking too much. Silly me. Alright. Yeah, these bosses are all pretty easy with their weakness, and, not much to say to this guy. You just can't hit him when he's in the tornado. Or more like a whirlpool, actually. Yeah, you have to wait for him to come out. There we go, yeah. Oh, there's two. I have to replay it, though, because silly me from talking missed, like I said, I missed the heart container. And you need to have all the upgrades to get the Hadouken. Wow, that's crazy. I never knew that. Wow. You know something else I didn't know? I wonder if you knew this, Lettuce. So, the early Contra games, Contra 1, 2, and 3, I'm not sure about hardcores. The PAL regions, they're not, you don't play as humans, you play as robots, and it's called, like, Probotector or something. I never knew that until, like, 2 years ago. I thought it was, when I first saw a video of it, I thought it was a hack that someone did. And then I found out the PAL regions, yeah, I forgot why, but they censored it. That was like their way of censoring it. And yeah, it's the same game, except you play as robots, which I thought was pretty funny. But I have to get a heart container in this stage, too. Oh, that's good. That's good, at least. I miss pizza too. I really could go for pizza right now, actually. Oh man. So yeah, in the States here, it was Thanksgiving last week, and I live at home with my family, and they made so much dessert, and I don't even want to imagine how much weight I gained just off of last week, off of how much dessert I ate. There was literally, no joke, I don't know why, my family made 3 pies, and we also had birthday cake, because it was my brother's birthday. And, oh really, I thought you said, alright, so, for any of those who don't know, I won't go on your life too much, but Lettuce lives in Japan, and I thought you said you could get decent pizza there, even though it's not as good. But, maybe not. One other thing, though, going to what you were saying, that's true. Jason isn't American. American does have, we do have good pizza, at least. You're making me want pizza, to be honest. But I've eaten too much junk. I'm trying not to eat out or eat dessert much because I had so much. It was just crazy. The pies were delicious, though, to be fair. But yeah, LOL, one thing you did get that I like better. So, most of you probably already know this. The Super Nintendo in the United States got this, which is an ugly gray and purple. The European version, or the PAL region, and the Japanese version got one that looks more like this. You get, like, the cool colors. I know it's not a big deal, but it does look cooler. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really a humongous now. I gained about 20 pounds in 1 week. Hey, still, it's a bad habit that I don't want to keep doing. Some people do prefer the USA version. Well, yeah, so I like the Super Famicom one better. Yeah, I like that one better. Although, yeah, the Super Nintendo looks different as well. There is one thing that I do like better on the American version, though. So, on the American version, these 2 buttons here are like kind of like they feel different. It's like a concave where it's like lowered, and I actually like the feeling of that on the American version. But I do like the look the like cosmetic on the PAL region in the Japanese region. Oh boy. Alright, now Lettuce has got me thinking about food, so I might be talking about food. It might be food talk. I hope you guys don't... You know what's funny, though, going about pizza? It is amazing, the love-hate relationship with Hawaiian pizza. I like Hawaiian pizza. I was having this conversation on another stream I was on last week. Yeah, I do know that, LL. Oh, do you like the Genesis? I'm not... You know what? I say Genesis out of habit because I grew up with the Genesis, the name. But... I kind of still feel like the Mega Drive is the standard because it's called Mega Drive everywhere except for United States. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I almost been getting in the habit of saying Mega Drive just because it's literally Mega Drive everywhere except for the US. You know another thing too? I don't know if this is true. I don't know what part in the PAL region. I don't know if you live in Europe or Australia. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was trademarked here. It was a copyright reason, yep. Which is why we're the only country where it's different. But yeah, I heard the Master System, the Sega Master System, was more popular outside of the US. I didn't know a single person that had the Sega Master System growing up. I didn't even know what it was until years later. Everyone had the NES. Anyone else like me, the Sega Master System was an 8-bit Sega system. Before the, So you're up for now? Okay, cool. I know a little bit about the PAL region because I watch an Australian streamer and I learn a bit through there, so... but I was gonna say, yeah, she told me in Australia at least, I don't know about the UK, but, yeah, that's... Exactly, she said the same thing. In Australia it was the opposite, too. The Master System was more popular. Here it was the opposite. I didn't know a single person had it. I didn't even know Master System existed. So, the Sega Genesis, on the other hand, was neck and neck. Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were, like, literally, like, back and forth. I knew a ton of people that owned one or the other. It was They were both huge here. Yes. I'm trying, Lettuce. I'm trying to be known real life. Alright, so this is for you, Lettuce. I'm gonna get the Hadouken just for you. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I've had... You know what? I never thought of that, but I have now had viewers from around the world. Yeah, Sega for a while was in the lead, but they ended up losing the lead. To this day, I think the Dreamcast was a great system, but they made a lot of mistakes with the Sega Saturn. I remember like there was some controversy where they released it earlier than they were supposed to, and it ticked off a lot of retailers. It ticked off a lot of developers too. I don't remember why. To the point where a lot of them kind of just gave up and were waiting for the PlayStation or the GameCube to come out. And yeah, Sega made a lot of mistakes, which is a shame because they had exactly what you said. And it's a shame because I actually thought it was a good system. I think they made it had a lot of neat ideas, but Sega they kind of buried themselves already by that point. So anyways, to get the Hadouken, you have to have all the upgrades. You have to have the four reserve tanks. You have to have you have to have all four of them filled up, which I just did. You have to have the maximum amount of health, and you have to get to the end of the stage, which I'll do real quick. There's not much game left though. I'm almost done the game. Probably like another 40 minutes tops. Yeah, that was it. I don't remember why. They were angry at them for a number of reasons, I believe. Yeah, and exactly what you said. A lot of them... Exactly, yep. So you know the story better than I do, LOL. I knew the story, but I just forgot some of it. I just knew they were mad at them. And the other thing too is Sega at this point, the Dreamcast when it came out, they were out of money at this point, so they couldn't really make the changes that companies like Microsoft could. Like Microsoft, I didn't like the Xbox when it first came out. I feel like the library wasn't that great outside of Halo. I thought the controller was not good at all when it first came out. But they had money, and they were able to make all the necessary changes. They ended up having an excellent internet. The controller turned out to be great. They got more games on the system. Yeah, Sega couldn't really do any of those things. They were already in a very bad position. So, yeah. They already were behind on Nintendo and Sony, and then when Microsoft entered, it was just... I did not know that, Lettuce. Is that true? That would definitely hurt them. Yeah, it's actually a shame though, because Sega did make some great games, and they had some great. Some of their ideas were just as good as Nintendo's. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were the company that came up with the rating system, which helped remove because originally Nintendo had crazy. They did have a lot of hardware, which I remember they had. Remember that? Stuttering. I remember they had like this 32X thing that, and then they kind of killed it, and then they had a Sega CD, which didn't really, they did release way too much stuff. It is a shame though, because even though I grew up as a Nintendo nerd and played all Nintendo games, I've grown to like Sega a lot too, their games and their hardware. But they kind of killed themselves, really. They only have themselves to. Yeah, that was it, yeah. Yeah, it's funny, you're not the only one, Lettuce. My friend Dan, who you know, had 32X as well, and like practically nothing came out. There was like one good game for it though. The Knuckles Chaotix, whatever it's called. Yeah, and the Sega and I didn't know the Saturn was already out too, so that was crazy. Did you own the Mega? Yeah. Yeah, and I heard it was pretty expensive for both add-ons. I don't know if it's true. I heard it was expensive to have the 32X and the CD. So what you're seeing, I forgot to sorry, I'm telling you guys, I forgot to mention, so what I'm doing is, you have to keep dying here. Until, again, you literally just keep falling off this ledge here and dying, and after like 5 times, you're going to see something different on that ledge where the health refill is, and that's how you get the Hadouken. I didn't know that. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Well, one thing that's cool is the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure about the Xbox One and PS4, but I think all of them are region-free, which is nice. You can actually, on Nintendo Switch, you can actually download games on the Japanese market, which is nice. So games that never get released here, you can actually download, which is cool. God, how many times do I have to... See, I wasn't joking. You have to do this quite a few times. I think the next time, though, it will show up. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about the whole Virgin CD thing. Everyone did that back in the day. You guys remember the whole Napster phase, too? In the late 90s and early 2000s, where everyone was downloading music and then burning it onto CDs. I remember all the controversy that caused, too. There it is. So you have to die multiple times, this will randomly show up. And he gives you the Hadouken. You can only use it at full health, though. Yeah, it really does now. But anyways, yeah, so it's literally the same buttons as in the game. you push down forward and then like the attack button, and he actually says Hadouken. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's it for upgrades. So now I really don't have that much left of the game. I'm just gonna do the end game stages now. Anyone who's played Mega Man knows you do the 8 stages and then you do the final stages, which we're starting right now. Yeah, that's very true. Yep. And now you're getting to the point. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, who may or may not be on here, about how nowadays systems like PS4 and and Xbox One are faster than Blu-ray discs now, where you have to have some of the game downloaded to play. And yeah, which is why, like, in a way, it might actually be, if they want to keep physical copies, it might be a good thing to go back to cartridges. Because, oh crap, silly me. Yeah, because now it's like too fast. So just curious, what time is it where you live, LOL? Is it morning time? Yeah, because here it's 4:30 in the afternoon, but it's probably like morning time where you live. Let's see. Oh, silly me. Oh, are they? Oh, okay. I wonder why, though. I heard, though, part of the reason why 21:33. Okay, yeah. So it's later, and yeah. To be honest, I'm mostly a PC gamer now. Just because I have nothing against consoles. I just, I kind of grown to like digital games a lot, and, just because they're easier to store and you don't have to worry about losing it, and I don't ever really sell my games. And, what I like about PC, yeah, you game on PC mainly too, yeah. Another thing I like about PC is it's easier to, like, to store a lot of your games and keep updating them. Like, take the PlayStation 3, for example. Let's say you download a lot of games on the PlayStation Store, especially retro games. I'm a big retro gamer. You can't, as of right now, I don't think you can, even to this day, you cannot re-download any of them on PS4. I don't even think any PlayStation 1 games are even available on PS4. PC, it's, for one, you can use emulation, but two, if you have like a big library of games, they stay there forever, and it's, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of nice. You can update them. There's a big fan community, too, that will help mod games, and... Exactly. Which, that's how I'm playing this, by the way, in case anyone wondering. I own Mega Man X, but I'm playing it on an emulator, on Super NES 9X, because it's easier to record. And it's nice to be able to have all these consoles on one system. Exactly. Same with Xbox One. PC is more backwards compatible than anything because of that. Which is why I love it. It can cost a bit of extra money to get a high-end PC, but it lasts a long time, and it's really worth the investment. And, yeah, it's really nice to just have all your games on there. Exactly. Not to mention what I'm playing now, NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive, Game Boy, you name it. N64. Yeah, that's true. So get this, LOL, alright? I'm very lucky, sorry, this part of the game I have to let him take me down to low health. This is like a story part of the game. Anyways, I have a friend that upgraded his PC this year, and he gave me. That's very true. That is very true what you said. I have some games on the Xbox with the emulation, and but yeah. So he gave me a graphics card that's still worth like $300 or $400 used for free. So that is pretty awesome. I think it's like the NVIDIA N80, like Ti or whatever it's called. 980 something. I don't even remember what it's called, but yeah, it was. I think that's just what it's called. 980 Ti. That's what it's called. So he gave it to me for free. Yeah, he gave it to me for free. I was like, thank you. And I'm pretty sure it's still worth a few $100. Yeah, pretty amazing. Oh crap. Yes, that is. I owe that friend big time. Very nice guy. Yeah, it is. Huge upgrade from my last graphics card. I don't remember what I had before that, but yeah, yeah. It's oh, really? 78 Ti though can still Can it still play? Can it play a lot of games like on medium-high settings still, like even modern games? I'm not sure. The one I had before could play games like on medium, but it couldn't really do like this one can now play almost anything ultra on 1080p. So that's pretty nice. AMD 270, yeah. I didn't even remember the name. It can still run new games on high. Okay, that's still not bad though at all. That's still very nice. Yeah, I know, I really don't know my PC equipment though. Lettuce knows my PC equipment better than me because he sometimes comes over and like helps me out with stuff. I know him in person, so yeah, though. Oh crap, I might actually die here. Let me use... Oh, is it? I'm lucky. Mine's in pretty good shape. It will last a while. I've had this computer for a few years now. And my friend, basically, I paid for it, but my friend's like, he knows a lot more about computers than I do, so he set me up with like a lot of good parts. Oh, do you? Okay. Oh crap. Hold on, this part's so much easier if you charge this up. Makes you temporarily invincible. Just kind of go through it like this, so you don't even have to. Yeah, the very easy, lazy way, without even having to kill any of these dudes. Oh wow. That's funny. I guess we have the same processor. It seems it's good. Yeah, I bought it a few years ago and it still works good. Yeah, mine's not overclocked. I don't have anything overclocked actually that I don't think so, at least. Unless if you did it for me, Lettuce. I don't think so though. Oh, are you? Yeah, I haven't overclocked mine. It seems to be fine so far, so... Oh, do you have an overclock right drive? That's awesome. I still don't... I don't have, like, I don't have, I forgot how much RAM I have, too. I think it's still, like, a 6 GB RAM, but I haven't really felt like I've needed, to upgrade it. I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't, Lettuce. I might just... At this point, I'm almost tempted to just pick it up when you visit in January. God. Oh, are you? Okay. I will probably overclock my GPU eventually, but since it's a very good one, I haven't felt the need to yet. Maybe, like... I don't know, if the games start getting more demanding, which they will, maybe like next year or the year after, I might look into overclocking it. So this boss is actually really annoying, but gotta beat it. Yeah, for a few, yep. Okay. So this boss, you have to wait for him to come all the way down, and he's hard to predict his pattern. He goes on these little green lines, but he goes really fast. And yeah, sometimes he's hard to dodge, and he sometimes throws these stupid little spiders. Yeah, like right there. Oh, you did? Oh, so you won that? That's actually really sweet. On that one, a friend basically. So like I was saying, I paid for it, and he recommended it to me. He's like, "Trust me, you don't want to go cheap on a processor." So yeah, that's how I ended up with that. Damn it! I have to use an energy tank. I don't want to have to, or sub tank, whatever they're called in the game. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Sorry. I thought that was an actual lottery. Yeah, it shows you how much I know about computers. I'm learning. Lettuce knows way more than I do. Yeah, I feel like an idiot, right? I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny. That's true. What would a silicone lottery be? I don't know. I saw the word lottery. Oops, missed him. Come on down. Ah, don't make me use 2 sub-tanks. I'm trying to stay in a corner and wait for him to... Oh, he keeps going to this corner. Why? There we go, got him. That... I believe it, LOL. Like I said, I don't know too much about computers, but I believe it. Which is why my friend convinced me to get a good CPU. So, at the time I... Oh, wow. Wow. Can some computer parts, too? I don't know if this is true, but I heard some computer parts can just die on... can be dead on arrival. I heard that's actually somewhat common, where you have to send it back. Like I said, I don't know too much about computers, but... Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, sorry, I haven't been commenting on the game. I love chatting with people so much that sometimes I forget I'm playing the game. I'm doing it, like, without thinking. But yeah, anyway, so I'm on the endgame stages. Every Mega Man makes you reface all the bosses, the initial 8 bosses. Most Mega Mans, you do a boss gauntlet where it's one room, and you like, pick the boss, and you do all 8 in that one area. This game, you do it along the way of the final stages. Yeah, you'll be seeing me refacing them as I proceed towards the end of the game. Oh, really? Yeah, so it probably depends on the component. Oh, okay, so it has to be really bad luck to get a CPU. Alright. Motherboards, alright. So it seems like graphics card is the main concern. Although tiny things too, like the fans, sometimes I think that can happen too. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. Those are good quality I know you, Lettuce, too. I know you bought good quality GPUs, so I guess it can just happen to any of them. Yeah, I don't know why that happens or how it works, but yeah, yeah. It sounds like from talking to you guys, though, the graphics card's the main concern. Okay. Yeah. So I guess those brands are known for not being that poor. Okay. You both know so much more about computers than I do. Whoa. This is a little off topic, but just curious, LOL. Have you tried VR yet? I've never tried VR. Yeah, that's asking for trouble. That's basically asking your computer to die out because the power supply is gonna die. If you're going that much out on a computer, you gotta get a good power supply. VR, yeah, I heard. Okay, so VR I heard can make a lot of people feel nauseous. I haven't tried VR. I don't know. I heard some people love it. Some people makes them feel. I haven't tried it. But you need a really high-end PC right now, I think, to at least play a game on high settings on VR. Now, this boss is a little weird. It has 3 parts and it will close, and this is his weakness, though, the chameleon. Are they? Okay. If I ever upgrade, man, I need to keep... Lettuce helps me, but I should still ask for your advice, too, after. I just like to know a lot about this stuff. Oh, crap. That was stupid. That's a good point, Lettuce. I feel like you have to... If you're going to play VR, I think you have to do it on good settings. Because I think if it's blurry, it just doesn't look right to the human eye, I think. That being said, this is just a guess. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Did you? Okay, yeah. Damn it. Get over here. Sorry guys, I'm just focusing real quick. There we go. Did you? Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I think it depends on the person from what I heard too. I haven't tried it yet, so I'll find out. The 3DS, some people had eye strain too on the 3D effect, which I heard it's still not even close to VR, you know, with like a whole, you know, 3D around you, but yeah, I was gonna say 3D can do that too. I'm not surprised by that, Lettuce. Because even the, like you were just saying, LOL, the more I use the 3D effect on the 3DS, I got better as well. So I wonder if VR is the same. Are you finding a car? Yeah. Not really sure then. It would suck right now spending the money for a good quality VR headset and computer and risk, like, playing over and over to see how, like, you're feeling, you know what I mean? So I can understand. Probably better off waiting until it becomes more affordable if you were even willing to try. Because it will definitely go down in price eventually. As to its, I think it's, I was talking about this one of my... I'm not gonna go there, Lettuce. Not gonna go there. Oh crap. Get over here. Get over here. This guy, if you time it right, you can kind of just keep hitting him like this. Yep, okay, there we go. Got him into the pattern. Once you have his weakness. Oh, really? I've never... Yeah, I don't have a 3D TV. I have a 4K TV. It's not like an amazing 4K TV, though. I just got it because I needed a TV, really, and I was trying not to go too crazy on the money at the time. But, yeah, I don't have a 3D TV. In fact, I've only seen a movie in 3D once, which was Star Wars: The Force Awakens, because I had to. It was IMAX 3D. It was both, so... Although, if I see I might see the next one in IMAX. Oh, wow, that's a great price. I don't know what the equivalent of that is in US, but it's probably around the same. That's really good. I have a 55-inch, and I paid like $800 for it, and that was more than I even wanted to. I only got this one because it was on sale. I didn't want to spend more than $600, because my old TV was basically dying. And, I don't know, I used my monitor a lot, and didn't want to go crazy on money. Oh, crap. So anyways, yeah, this guy, rinse and repeat. Let me check something on my phone. Sorry guys, I'm on that. Yeah, that's, okay, $230, that is an excellent price, yeah. I would have gotten that in a heartbeat. What's the TV brand? Just curious. LG. Oh, LG is a great brand. Oh, wow. I am very jealous. And it's a 1080p? Yeah, must be. For 3D, yeah. Wow. Alright. Well, you know how to find deals, man. Oh, is it? Yeah. But for that price, Lettuce, I'd still do it. Yeah, I figured that out. Thanks. Oh, wow. Damn. I'm just curious, LOL, is in the UK, is Black Friday a thing there? I don't even know. I know most of the world has Boxing Day. We don't have Boxing Day in the US, though, which is the day after Christmas. A lot of people go crazy on TVs here on Black Friday, the sales. I don't think the sales are that good. Me and Lettuce were talking about this, actually, but a lot of people will go crazy on deals. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, honestly, alright. We have some good sales, but this is just my opinion. A lot of people disagree. I think the sales are overrated. I wouldn't go to the stores at, like they open at midnight, and people will, like, show up at, like, 5 in the morning, like, crazy. I don't know. Just my opinion. I don't think the sales are worth it, but there are people who think that, who love it here, so... Oh, that's your name for it? I never heard... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have Boxing Day where you live, but I know that's bigger in most areas. I know Canada, I know has Boxing Day, Australia. Oh, okay. That's good to know, at least. Oh, does it? That's funny. Guys, we're almost at the end of the game, by the way. I'm almost done. I'm gonna stop after this, after I finish this game, so the stream's gonna be done in probably like 10 minutes. But, you guys are making me want to do more research on computers and... Technology, you know what stinks about technology? Well, it's like a lot of things. It's very easy to get ripped off if you don't know much about it. Like, for example, like a computer, yeah, I probably will. It's gonna help. Like if you go to a store, I don't know how it is in the UK. It's probably the same there. If you go to a store here in the US and trust an employee on computers, their job is to sell you what they have. So they'll rip you off for expensive stuff that's not that good because their job is to sell. It's the same as buying a phone here or buying a car. They're not really helping you. I mean, it makes sense. They get commission, right? So they're going to try to sell you whatever they can to make money. So you really have to know a lot yourself, or you can't... Yeah, that does not surprise me at all. And you know what the thing about computers? It's easy to impress people off of a nice monitor, and there's a difference between a nice monitor and a nice computer. So, yeah, it's something you have to watch out. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a real shame. Anyway, I just entered this level to fill up one of my sub-tanks here, so I have 4. This final boss is one of the few times I might actually die in the game. He can be a little tricky. He's not as tricky as in Mega Man X3, but Sigma can be annoying. But yeah, here we go. So, he has 3 forms. Or actually, no. 3? Yeah, 3. Sorry. The first one is like his doggy face, and it's weak to ice. So we're gonna get ice out. Yeah, exactly. It is so true. It's depressing, and sadly, a lot of people fall for it. Because they're like, oh wow, look at this. It's, you know, a beautiful monitor, and the guy said it was really good, and it was advertised as really good, so it must be good. Exactly. Especially if you just show a picture, because you can technically you can run a lot of games on ultra settings if the frame rate's terrible, you know. Like technically, I remember I played Far Cry 3 on high settings, and the frame rate was terrible. It wasn't even like 30 frames. You can do it, but exactly, performance matters too. So anyways, this one's my least favorite. I don't know, he just kind of flies all over. Probably gonna have to use it. This is the second form. He's weak to the electric. And yeah, and I gotta watch my health, because he already knocked off most of my health. Yeah, exactly, it's what you said, LL. It technically runs it, so they can advertise it. But it's not like it's really playable. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Most consoles can barely even play 30 frames. It's crazy. I was talking to, actually, it was Lettuce on here, that, again, I haven't tried VR, but the PlayStation VR is a thing, and it must look bad, PlayStation VR, because I know you need a pretty high-end PC for VR to look good. Yeah. What is the 4K on it? 20 frames per second? 30 at most, and it's probably not even that good of settings. But But anyways, this is the final form. It's annoying. You have to get up to its head to hurt it, which means you have to jump on one of these and hit it. Oh crap! I might not be talking much here. Ooh, I have to pay attention, guys. I might die. It's okay if I get hit. I just need to keep hitting him. Okay, we're getting in a decent routine. I'm okay getting hit by that lightning. I just don't want to get in the habit of falling too much, like what I did. And getting hurt. I don't know. It's looking like I might have him actually. Yeah, I think I got him. Alright, that's Mega Man X. Short but sweet game. One of my favorites on the Super Nintendo. I know, I might let the ending play. I usually don't, but I'll let the ending play. You want the credits? Alright, I'll let the credits roll. It's funny, because I swear to God, this is the end of every Mega Man X. It's like, you see him, you see this, and you see a text where Mega Man X is kind of like, he wonders why he fights and all that. That's pretty much every ending, but kind of funny. Oh, thank you for, oh. Yeah, thank you for following, LL. I appreciate it. Sorry. I heard the noise, but I couldn't see who it was. Thank you. It kind of does, doesn't it? I actually streamed Sonic 3 and Knuckles on here like a week ago. It was fun. I'll probably go back and play it as Knuckles instead. Knuckles is actually my favorite character. I don't know why, I just like him a lot. But, yeah, so, I will play some modern games because I have a PC that can play it. I like retro games a lot, so I play retro games a lot while streaming. I might be back on tomorrow night. I'm not sure what I'm going to play. I might go back to the Sega Genesis for a little bit. Not sure. Oh, you know what? By the way, have either of you played Alien Soldier? I played that blind. I've only played Knuckles solo. I've only played Knuckles solo in Sonic Mania, but I heard you can have Knuckles as a partner, yeah, in the game too. Oh, Lettuce, I would love to play Dark Souls Blind. I'm really thinking about. I don't have the game though. It goes on. It was on sale earlier this morning or yesterday, and I passed on it because I want to get guitar equipment, as you know. But it goes on sale again on. It always goes on sale, so I could always get it Christmas for like only $30. I really want to do that blind. The streamer I watch, her name's Allie. She's playing it blind right now, and watching her play it, I don't know why, I just really feel like giving it a try. Would you really? You don't have to do that, man, but I really will do a blind run when you're not working. I'll message you about it after, how's that? You know what the interesting about Dark Souls? I really... Oh, really? Yeah, I've never played a Dark Souls game in my life. I'm gonna go into it completely blind too. I'm not even gonna ask anyone for advice. I'm gonna try to figure out what strategies work or what character build. I'm just gonna pick. I really am gonna just go into it completely blind and just try to figure out as I go. Actually, Sonic Mania would be a fun game to stream as well. Is it the most fun I play? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That is like, I agree. That's like, it's really the way games are sort of meant to be played. I mean, that's how we had to play it back in the day, before there was internet. So yeah, it'll be fun. I have so many games though I could play. Retro games as well as new games. I picked up The Evil Within 2. I did already play it, but I could always stream that at some point. I could pick up some more Super NES games. There's always plenty. I have yet to play an RPG on here, just because I've been lazy and didn't want to commit to a game that, you know, will take multiple parts. But... Does it really? I was curious which game to start with on Dark Souls, but everyone told me you can start off with Dark Souls 3 because the story, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can pick up. So, I'm probably just going to start with Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I'll let you know. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Oh, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm going to stream it eventually on here. It's in my top 5 favorite Super NES games. That and Final Fantasy VI are two fantastic 16-bit RPG games. Hey, thanks, Lettuce. Hey, take it easy. Have a good one. And thanks for the follow. Both of you follow me. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I really do. I do this as just a side thing for fun, but it's still cool to chat with people and play. You know which two RPG... So, LOL, it sounds like you know your Sega games pretty, at least fairly well. Two famous RPG games that I have not played on Sega is Phantasy Star and Shining Force. I heard those are like the two big RPGs for the Sega Mega Drive, but I'd never played either of them. So, I feel like I like to kind of, like I said, I like to at least play a lot of classic games at least once, so I might get around to it at some point. But yeah, I have no clue when. Did you like them? Yeah. You know, I might have to consider playing it at some point. Let's see, is that the end? Alright, yeah, so that's the end of the game. I'm going to call it a night for now, LOL, but thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great night. I might be back tomorrow a little later here. Might be a little bit past morning, but I'll probably be back. Playing, I don't even know what yet, but something, so... but yeah, thanks for stopping by. Take it easy, and have a good one. See you next time. Take care.